2023 for ESO is going to be a very interesting year indeed. Every year, ESO will release 4 DLCs with big game-changing updates and will release within each quarter of the year. This year, however, ESO is breaking tradition, but in my opinion, for a very good reason. As much as I love ESO and have done for the 8 years I've played it, it has its issues. I think anyone who has played the game for longer than 2 years can agree with me on that. These issues have divided the community and have left some feeling ignored by Zenimax. For whatever the reason, the majority of these issues have never been addressed or fixed. But let's look on the bright side. That will all change within 2023. The first half of this year will remain the same as any other. We have already received our first DLC, the Scribes of Fate, which added 2 new dungeons to the game, Scrivener's Hall and Balsanar. Along with that, we have new item sets, and of course the usual update which buffs, nerfs and changes parts of the game. In June, we can expect to see a chapter like usual. This year is taking us back to Morrowind with the Telvanni Peninsula, focusing on the city of Necrom and the Daedric Prince Hermaeus Mora. Following on from that, the 3rd and 4th quarter, we won't receive any new DLC for ESO. We were told that something secret is being planned for the end of the year, something to do with an endless dungeon experience. However, we are breaking norms and are not receiving another dungeon DLC or zone DLC. Instead, Zenimax have promised to tackle the many issues plaguing ESO and focus entirely on fixing and updating instead of adding. Personally, I think this is a great idea. I've always said that it's better to stop adding content and fix what already exists within the game rather than continue adding to what's already broken. I'm curious to know all your thoughts on this. Please do let me know in the comments how you feel about the change coming to this year. Do you think it a good idea or a bad idea? Are you looking forward to the fixes and updates, or are you worried that it may be made worse? With the plan for 2023 now out of the way, I want to talk about Necrom. The Necrom chapter for ESO will be releasing on June 5th for PC and Mac, and then June 20th for console. Now, although the year plan is different, this chapter in comparison to others is no different. This chapter will take place in the Telvanni Peninsula in Morrowind. Our main city is Necrom, which is where the chapter gets its name, and is heavily focused around the Daedric Prince Hermaeus Mora. The chapter will allow the player to explore this magical and fungi-infested part of Morrowind, but also have access to Apocrypha, Hermaeus Mora's realm. Whether Apocrypha will be like the Deadlands in regards to size and exploration is yet to be revealed. However, we know for a fact that we will be able to see a good portion of that realm. The elephant in the room, of course, is the new class we will be receiving along with the chapter. Now, a big disclaimer: you must own the chapter in order to be able to play as this new class. The class in question is the Arcanist, a class that heavily revolves around using spells and attacks in the design of our Daedric Lord Hermaeus Mora. Sadly though, unless you're able to access the private test servers on PC, Zoz haven't released anything about this new class as of yet. But if your curiosity is getting the better of you, you actually fight and go up against enemy Arcanists in the new dungeon, Scrivener's Hall. Not only are we getting a new class, but we are also welcoming 2 new companions to the game. We have Azanda, who is an Arcanist Redguard, and also Sharper's Knight, an Argonian Warden. Companions are a great addition to ESO, and I'm sure these 2 won't disappoint. It's just a shame that Zenimax skipped over Necromancer for a companion. Tales of Tribute is also receiving a new patron, which has been revealed as Almalexia, Morrowind's healing mother. Apart from this, we have no information in regards to what she brings to the table. Quite literally on that one. All in all, I think this is going to be a very interesting year indeed, with big changes and updates coming later this year, and a great looking chapter coming very soon. What I want to hear is what you guys think. What do you think of Zoz's plans for 2023? What do you think of the Necrom chapter and what's being added? What do you think the new Tales of Tribute patron will allow us to do? Let me hear all of it in the comments below. For now though, take it easy, and I'll see you all in the next video.